What is up, everybody? So there's an update involving one of the Charles Manson followers. This comes from CourtTV.com and is linked in the description below. Charles Manson follower Leslie Van Houten is one step closer to freedom. California's governor announced Friday that he won't ask the state Supreme Court to block parole for Charles Manson follower Leslie Van Houten, paving the way for her release after serving 53 years in prison for the two infamous murders. In a brief statement, the governor's office said an appeal was unlikely to succeed. More than 50 years after the Manson cult committed these brutal killings, the victims' families still feel the impact, the statement said. Van Houten is now in her 70s, is serving a life sentence for helping Manson and other followers in the 1969 killings of the Bianca family. Van Houten could be freed in about 2 weeks after the parole board reviews her record and processes paperwork for her release. That is what her attorney said. She was recommended for parole 5 times since 2016, but the former Governor Jerry Brown rejected all of those recommendations. However, a state appeals court ruled in May that Van Houten should be released, noting what is called her extraordinary rehabilitative efforts, insight, remorse, realistic parole plans, support from family and friends, and favorable behavior reports while in prison. She's thrilled and she's overwhelmed. She's just grateful that people are recognizing that she's not the same person that she was when she committed the murders. After she's released, Van Houten will spend about a year in a halfway house learning basic life skills such as how to go to the grocery store and get a debit card. She's been in prison for 53 years. She just needs to learn how to use an ATM machine, let alone a cell phone, let alone a computer. Van Houten and other Manson followers killed the LaBiancas in their home in August of 1969, smearing their blood on the walls, after Van Houten later described holding Rosemary LaBianca down with a pillowcase over her head as others stabbed her, before herself stabbing the woman more than a dozen times. My family and I are heartbroken because we're once again reminded of all the years that we have not had my father and my stepmother. Corey LaBianca, Lino LaBianca's daughter, told the Associated Press. My children and my grandchildren never got an opportunity to get to know either of them, which has been a huge void in my family. The LaBianca's murders happened the day after the Manson followers killed actress Sharon Tate and 4 others. Van Houten did not participate in the Tate killings. So it's going to be extremely interesting to see if Leslie Van Houten does get paroled. It could happen within the next couple of weeks. What do you think? Do you think she deserves parole after what she did 53 years ago? Do you think that it matters she's a changed person? Do you think that because the LaBiancas don't get a second chance at their life because they were killed, that this person deserves a second chance at their life? Let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.